right, good morning, class. Welcome to lesson 3. This is going to be lesson 3, part A. I'm going to do the Bible and the phonics, and I'm going to make the phonics lesson a little bit shorter because we have a part B video lesson today, and that is going to be Miss Sheila reading y'all a story about lambs. Okay, so that's going to be part B. So the first part, this portion right here, will be part A. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pray before we start our Bible lesson. So do wiggle hands, shake them out, clap them together and bring them down. Dear Jesus, I thank you for taking care of us during this difficult time, Lord. I know that we miss our friends and we miss our family. We miss each other. We even miss school, Lord. Thank you for being close to us, for caring for us. Thank you that we can bring our cares to you just like our Bible verse. We do want to pray for Mia's mom and her spider bite. Pray that you heal her body. We want to continue to pray for Addie's feet, for them not to hurt and to grow the way they're supposed to, Lord. And we do want to pray for her new baby that's in her mama's belly, for health for that new baby. We want to pray for all the sick people in the world, Lord, because we know that you're in control of that situation, and we know that you can heal them. And we also want to pray for Miss Joni and her family during this difficult time. Just help comfort them and be with them and help them to feel your presence and peace every day. And we thank you for this Bible lesson we're about to learn. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, before we even start our Bible lesson, we're going to do our Bible verse. Remember, it's about caring, about all of our cares and concerns and worries and problems. We can give it to Jesus. God already knows what bothers us and what worries us, and we can go to him with those cares because he cares for us. And when we talk to him about those cares, then he takes care of them. Okay, so our Bible verse is in 1 Peter 5:7, and we're going to do the Bible verse 3 times. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. Good job. Let's do it 2 more times. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. Good job. 1 more time. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. Good job. Okay, and we're going to go. Remember on lesson 2, we were reviewing a lesson that I taught you way at the beginning of the year, is how God made the whole world in 7 days, and he gave us everything that we needed in it. So we learned about what God made on day 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we're going to start with day 5. So we know God made the world in 7 days, but on day 5, what do you think God made? Can you remember? We named some of these things when we went over this at the beginning of the year. What do you see in this picture? You see some birds. Look, there's an eagle. There's a duck. God made all the birds in the air. Look, there's a flamingo. And he made all the fishes in the sea. We already learned that on day 2 he created water. On day 5 he created the fish that swam in the water. Oh, there's a shark. And look, there's even a penguin. When we learned about the letter P, we learned about penguin. So this is what God made on day 5. He knew that we would like to eat fried chicken. If you like to eat chicken McNuggets from McDonald's, God knew that you would like to eat that and that would make you healthy. So he gave us birds to look at. Some are just to look at because they're part of God's creation and they're beautiful. But some of the birds that we eat. We eat ducks and we eat chickens. And then God made all the fish. Do you like to eat fish? I'll tell you, I like to eat fish. My favorite fish is salmon. Fish is good. I like to eat it grilled, but you can also eat fried fish. God knew that we would like to look at fish, go to an aquarium, or go to the ocean and look at fish. He knew we would like to go fishing, and that would be something fun for us to do, and he knew that we would like to eat fish. And so he created fish and birds on day 5. Now, on day 6, what did God make? Can y'all name a few things that God made on day 6? Day 6 was the most special day of all because the reason why he made the whole world was for us. So on day 6, God created man. This is Adam. We learned about Adam and Eve, and God created Adam on day 6, and that's where we come from. So God created us on day 6, and he also created all of the land animals. Look, we've got a gorilla here. A gorilla is my very favorite animal, is gorillas. We've got, oh, he even created dinosaurs. And we've got some monkeys and a fox right here. We're about to talk about foxes in just a minute. So God created all the land animals. What is your favorite land animal? Maybe you said a bear or an elephant. Look at what Adam is riding on. He's riding on a lion. So God created all the animals that walk on the land. Not the ones that fly. Those are on day 5, like birds. Not the ones that swim in the ocean. Those were on day 5. But the animals that walk on the ground. God made those on day 6, along with Adam and Eve, which is where we come from. And that's why God created the whole world. It's for us to live in it. And everything he put in it is for us to live happily here. He gave us everything we needed. Now, we said that God created the world in 7 days. On day 7, God rested. Now, God is all powerful. Does he need to rest and take naps? No, that's not what that means. It means that God looked over everything he created, and he knew that it was all good and perfect, and he didn't need to do anything else. So on day 7, he didn't need to create anything else. He stopped creating on day 7. That's what that means. So on day 7, God rested. I hope you remember that from when we learned about it from the beginning of the year. So that was just a review of how God made the world. And now we're going to go ahead and learn about, go into our phonics lesson, and we're going to learn about a new letter. This letter is X. Can you say that with me? X. X says X, 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 as in Roxy Fox. Now there's not very many words that start with the letter X. If you have ever had a broken bone and you've gone to the doctor, you've had to get an X-ray. X-ray starts with the letter X. But all the other words that we're going to learn about on our card today don't start with the letter X, but they do have the X in the name. Box. Box starts with the letter B, but it has an X sound at the end. Box. Mixer. This is what Mom uses to make cookies or cakes. Mixer starts with the letter M. Mixer, but it has the X sound in the middle of it. Mixer. So the X is in the middle of that word. What about an axe? To chop down a tree, it starts with the letter A. A says as an axe, but it's got an X in the middle. Do y'all know what this number is? Y'all should all recognize this number. If you can see it, it's it's the number 6. 6 starts with the letter S, 6, but it ends with the letter X, 6. And I know that y'all remember this. We learned about this when we learned about the letter E. E says as in exit. It's got an X in the middle. It starts with the letter E, but there's an X right here. Do y'all remember when we walked around the school and we counted all the exit signs that we could find? I know Grayson loved to do that. That was one of his favorite things that we did, right, Grayson? So exit, there's the X right there. So X says X, 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 as in Roxy Fox. Fox starts with the letter F, but it has the X sound at the end. Fox. So we're going to sing Roxy Fox song 2 times, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Roxy Fox and how God made her special. X. Roxy Fox, Roxy Fox, X says X, 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 X. X-ray box and mixer, accent 6 and exit, X says X, 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 X. Y. X. One more time. Roxy Fox, Roxy Fox, X says X, 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 X. X-ray box and mixer, accent 6 and exit, X says X, 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 X. Y. So Roxy Fox, we know that God made Roxy Fox. We can't make a fox. We can't make a fox that can run really fast and is really good at playing hide and seek. Only God could do that. He's the one that made Roxy Fox. We could go to a zoo and see a Roxy Fox, or we can color a Roxy Fox. We could even go to the store like Target or Walmart and maybe buy a stuffed animal that looks like a fox, but we can't make a real fox. Only God can make that. And we just learned that what day in our Bible lesson did God make Roxy Fox? Day 6, that's right, because Roxy Fox lives on the land. Now this Roxy Fox is a mama fox. And when she has her babies, they're called litters. That means she has a whole bunch of babies at one time, and she has like a little cave in the hillside, a little burrow where she keeps her foxes, her baby foxes. And baby foxes are called cubs. And the mama fox is called a vixen. Can y'all say that with me? Vixen, that's right. And when she has her baby cubs, they like to pile on top of each other to keep warm and sleep. That's how they like to sleep, all together, all snuggled on top of each other. And Roxy Fox is very clever. Do y'all remember watching the gingerbread man and how the fox tricked the gingerbread man? That story isn't true, but the reason why they always portray foxes as really smart is because they're clever and they're very good at hide and seek. They know when humans are about. They don't like humans like us, even if we don't want to hurt them, they're scared of us. And so they're very clever at staying hidden. They're very fast. They can go this way and they can go that way very quickly. So it's very hard to spot a fox unless they're already caught at the zoo. They're very clever. And what color did God make Roxy Fox? Can y'all see right there? It might look on the computer, on your screen, it might look brown or it might look red, but he's like a rusty red color. And he's got like white fur underneath his chin. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs to help him run really fast. And then he's got this beautiful bushy tail. Roxy Fox. Now Roxy Fox lives in all kinds of places. He doesn't just live in one particular place. He can live all over the U.S. and even in Louisiana. Roxy Fox, we have foxes that live in Louisiana. I have seen a fox cross my highway before. But remember, they're very clever, so it's very hard to spot a fox. So now let's go over how to write the letter X. That's in Roxy Fox. All right, this is going to be the sheet that you're going to need to do today. The Roxy Fox sheet, and you're going to take your color, which we call choo-choo trains, and keep them on the track to make your X's. Okay, so this will be the sheet that you need. And watch how I do it. I'm going to take my choo-choo train or my color. I'm going to alligator clamp it. We call it a choo-choo train because we keep it on the track. So here's our letter X. It just looks like a crisscross. It's just crisscrosses. These are really easy to make. So we said that Roxy Fox is super clever. So we're going to start at the top. She runs this way so we can't see her. And then we start at the top of this one. And she runs that way so we can't see her. She's too fast for us to see. And then the little X looks just like the capital X. Here's our little X. We're going to start at the top of the little X. These are the baby cubs that like to sleep on each other. Here's one baby cub sleeping. And here's another cub that sleeps on top of his brother and sister. And that's how you write the letter X. I want you to do that X sheet for me. And then as a review, from W says w, 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 as in whack for walrus. I want you to do this craft sheet. Now you're going to have to get your mom or dad or grandma to cut out the woodpecker head right here. And then you're going to need a brad. It's this little gold piece like this. And you're going to poke it through the head and then put it on this woodpecker sheet. Woodpeckers are birds that God made on what day? We just learned about this on day 5. Almost got there on day 5. God made the woodpecker because he's a bird and he loves to peck wood. He likes to eat the bugs inside the bark and he likes to peck on the trees. So maybe you've seen a Woody Woodpecker cartoon. Those are really good. This is just like that. So you can make his head move up and down. So W says w, w, as in woodpecker. So do this craft today. And then I'm going to cut this our phonics short so y'all have time to go watch Miss Sheila read y'all a story for part B of our phonics lesson. All right, guys. See you next week.